Hi Lompoc Valley 4-H crochet group. We're going to do the single crochet. So here's your chain stitch. We just did a video that did the beginning tie-on and a chain stitch. And I want you to look again and you can count your chains. Just count these loops here. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the loop on the hook. And this is the front of your chain. That's what you want to look at. And the back of your chain makes it a little bit harder. So we're going to look at the front of our chain. So to start your single crochet, you're going to do a chain stitch. Your pattern will tell you how many you need. Or if you're making a scarf or something, if you make it a long ways, then you want to do as many chains as you want your scarf to be long. If you're going to do it the short way, back and forth, then you want it as many chains as you want your scarf to be wide. And for single crochet, you want 2 extra chains to make the height of the first row. So to do your first single crochet, we're going to start back and go this way on this chain, not counting the loop on the hook. You want to count back 2 stitches, which will be this one right here. And you're going to, for you starting out, put your finger behind that stitch, and the point of your needle, you want to go through that stitch. So we're going in the second chain, not counting the one on the hook. 1, 2. Put my finger behind it, and I'm going to put the point of my needle through that chain. You guys all see that? So it doesn't matter too much where it goes, as long as it goes through that stitch. And then I'm going to hold my piece with my left hand and my yarn over, just reach up and grab it with your hook and pull it through. And now I have 2 loops on my hook. So I'm going to do yarn over again. I use this finger to hold my stitches on sometimes. So yarn over, and then you pull it through both loops on your hook. And that's your first single crochet. Now from here on, we don't skip one. The only reason we skipped and counted to the second is to get that height you see on that stitch. Okay, so then we go into the very next stitch, which is right here. You take the point of your hook, keep your finger behind it, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through to get 2 loops on your hook. You can use this finger to move your stitches if you want. Yarn over and pull through both loops. And that's a single crochet. Okay, so I'm going to go into my next stitch, the point of my needle, go through. Now this first row is harder. It gets easier once you have some of these on here. Yarn over and pull through. So I have 2 loops on my hook. Yarn over and pull through both loops. So you can see I'm starting a row of single crochet on my chain. So needle through the next stitch, yarn over, pull it back through so that you have 2. Now it'll start to twist, and that's okay. It'll straighten out when you get a little more stitches on here. Yarn over and pull through both loops. And that's your single crochet. If it gets a little loose, like that one's a little loose, you can kind of pull these and work them. Straighten them up a little bit. I'm going to go to the end, and I'm going to go your next stitch. If you have trouble figuring out what the next stitch is, again, you want that chain to be loose. You can pull on this a little and see which one you're in. See, it kind of makes that little gap there, and I can see that this one is my next stitch. Needle in, punch it through, yarn over, pull it back so you have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both loops. So I'm going to go ahead and go on to the end, needle through my next stitch, yarn over, pull through so that I have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through. Needle in my next stitch, yarn over, pull through so that I have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both loops. Now I'm at my last stitch here. You can see my little knot that I started off with. I've got one more stitch. Through my stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. Now I'm going to turn my work and go back down the other side. When you get to the end like this, to get the height for your next row, so on the first one we skipped a stitch to get our height. On the second one we're going to create that stitch. So you're going to do one chain stitch. So chain again is just yarn over and pull through. So that gives me the height for the second row. And then you're going to turn your work. So you just leave it on your hook and twist it around so you can go back the other way. Now on this one you're on the back side of your work, and if you kind of turn it upwards you can see the stitches. That looks like your chain did. See the little stitches here? And you're going to want to go, you're already in this first one that you see, so you're going to go into the next one. So you want yarn over, whoops, sorry, you want to go through, you're going into the back of this stitch. See if I can get this so you can see it. You're going into the back of this stitch and you're going to catch both of those loops. So I went through the back of the stitch to catch both of those loops. Yarn over and pull through so that you have two loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through both loops. So your next stitch, you can see it if you look at the top. Go through the back here to catch both loops. Yarn over, pull through. You have two loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through. So I'm going to go into the back of this stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. That's a single crochet. The back of the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. One into the back of this stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Back of the stitch, catch both loops, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now I'm on my last one. Go into the back of this stitch. It looks a little messy on that stitch. Yarn over, pull through, got two loops, yarn over, pull through. So now it's starting to look like something. Again, to get the height for your next row, you want to do one chain stitch and then turn your work around. And that's how you do the single crochet.